So we're on Ossett United TV after the game with Wayne Benn. Wayne, disappointing night, thoughts on the game?
Poor performance. Can't find anything positive to say on that. Angry, frustrated. I think you can tell by the fact that we just got the lads in the changing room for the best part of 45 minutes that we're not happy with that. Anybody who thinks that we set our team up to perform like that, to be out-battled, to be out-fought, to be outplayed at times, is sadly mistaken. I'm offended by that, I'm hurt by that. Listen, the buck stops with me. It stops with Chick and Jay with the coaching team. We set the team up, but 6, 7, 8 players missing, but that's not an excuse. There's enough on that pitch there to sort that game out, and that's not being disrespectful to Albion. And actually, I want to give full credit to Albion. I thought they were first class tonight. They did everything for their manager that my players should be doing for me. And for some reason or another, at the minute, it's not quite happening. We've said some untruths. We've said some harsh words. Well, listen. We're absolutely going to roll our sleeves up, and we're going to try and put that debacle behind us, and very quickly try and go out and produce a performance against Marsk worthy of the shirt, worthy of the badge, worthy of the support of the fans, worthy of the support of the volunteers, because that's not acceptable. In any way, shape or form, and I won't accept it. And yep, there'll be a lot of changes come Saturday. We'll be a lot stronger in terms of the starting 11. And I've just said in there, I'm losing a little bit of trust in one or two, well, more than one or two, and ultimately I think a few people are going to have to move on and a few people have to come in. If that's what they're giving me, then it's not good enough. It's not acceptable for me, and it's not acceptable for this football club. So people have been given enough chances, so it might be time for a few to move on.
So obviously you mentioned that obviously the key players are still out. Is that affecting the balance of the team? And have you got any updates on when some of those are battling, Calville, Walshaw, etc.?
Yeah, I think Jack's joined in the warm-up tonight and done a bit of running. He feels quite good about things, so hopefully Jack's available Saturday. James Walshaw hopefully available Saturday. Roy Fogarty available Saturday. Nash Conley available Saturday. Cameron Clark available Saturday. Obviously George coming back from an isolation period, and he got a couple of knocks to his ankle, so that were, we didn't want to take too many risks with that. Literally, all these things with Saturday in mind. I don't think we've picked a team that's put the result at risk. I think it's just it's an unacceptable performance, and I can't make any excuses for anybody. But you can see there that I've named 6 or 7 people. Obviously, Deck's suspended. Unfortunately, the Shielding game being off, Deck's still suspended. But he's obviously to come back in for the following week as well. We're getting there with the injuries, so I'm not going to keep blaming them. It's a myth. That team were good enough to win a game of football tonight.
So obviously there's been a disappointing few results lately, and obviously tonight was met with a bit of a negative reaction from the supporters. Are you confident you can turn it around on Saturday at Marsk?
Yeah, 100%. I won't be here if I didn't think I could turn. Well, do we have to turn things around? Yeah, performances I accept. Performances haven't been good enough in the last 3 or 4. However, Pickering, I thought we were a very good second half. Deserved to win. Sheffield, not a great performance, mainly due to a horrendous pitch. And then the circumstances of getting a man sent off after 35 minutes meant that actually I felt that were a decent point. So I won't accept that. That were a bad result. Bridlington, yeah. Obviously, we wanted to win. I spoke to their manager a couple of days after. That's the best they've played all season against us. So teams are raising the game against us, which we've got to factor in. I accept that. Fans and all the guys involved in and around the football club will look at a few performances and think, we've gone off the boil. Yeah, again, I'm not making excuses for that. But as quickly as we've gone off the boil, as quickly we can get back in the groove. And one positive performance and one positive result against Marsk can quickly change things. And I think people back will help. but I think better attitudes. I think more work rates required. I think more togetherness is required, and ultimately them things start from the top, and that's me and Chick and so on. But listen, I'm an honest guy. I'm not here to make excuses for myself. I'm not here to make excuses for the players. We've been beat, rightly so tonight. To take that on the chin, we didn't want to perform like that. We didn't want to relinquish being the holders of the West Riding County Cup in such a way. I think you can tell by the tone of my voice, and I think you can tell with the time that we've kept the players in there that we're angry, that we're hurt, that we're frustrated. Am I going to go away and sulk and hide away and not be me? Absolutely not. I'm going to roll my sleeves up, and we're going to scrap, and we're going to fight, and we're going to hopefully put a team on the pitch on Saturday that gives everything to try and get a positive result. Because performance is one thing, but you can't kid fans, you can't kid people. If they see the lack of if they see a lack of effort, they see a lack of heart, see a lack of passion, see a lack of desire, they're absolutely right to question it. And like I said, that's probably one of the most embarrassing performances that I've been involved in as a player, certainly as a manager, and it hurts. It really, really hurts. I hope it hurts some of the players. But there'll be much change on Saturday. I'm sure we'll get a much better performance. And all I would say is, listen, we're outside the playoffs by goal difference. So, it's easy to be negative, but we're outside of the playoffs in goal difference. We're still in a position where we can have a really good season. We're still in a position where we can push on. I accept 1,000,000% that the performances can be better. They need to be better, and they will be better. But all this negative, if there is all this negativity, not sure. I accept it tonight, because if I'd have paid to watch that, I would be negative as well. So I'm not going to turn around and criticise people for having an opinion. But let's just take stock and think about the fact that we're outside of the playoffs only on goal difference. We've been in the top 5 all season until the 20th of November, and we've got every chance, if we get back to performing like we did earlier in the season, we've got every chance of staying in and around the top 5 and having a real good push in the new year to try and be a team that can potentially get in the playoffs. So and our focus and our goals haven't changed. So like I said, just stick with us. We'll put it right.
All right, that's all we've got time for, Ben. Thank you very much. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.